Wow.
Oh, oh
There's so
my,
many
you're
people.
right.
44 already. That's crazy.
Oh my god,
Oh,
47
oh, there's more.
And it just continues. Oh boy.
No, but I will say, like, for all who is pulling for Castorus, real quick, I am blessing you all with abundance, and I hope you get her extremely quickly and early.
Wait, hold on.
So,
Abundance. That's a
yes,
different path.
abundance. Listen, abundance was a thing before Honkai was a thing, all right?
You're right. So true. Oh, damn.
But it's also one of my favorite paths, so no one at me.
Oh,
Anyways.
damn. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes, Bailu! Listen, my Bailu has soloed an elite before, so
What?
she's got a special place in my heart.
Wait, hold on. She did,
Well,
huh?
let's just say that all of my team died and Bailu
Uh-huh.
was still alive,
Oh.
and she finished off the elite.
Hey, a win's a win. That's all that
So
matters. A win is a win.
exactly. So now I dramatize it and I say, yeah, my Bailu basically soloed an elite.
I mean, that's the best way to do it. Now you get to flex. Not many people can say that.
Yeah, it was
Oh, dear.
pretty funny. Like I had a friend watching me do this. My friend was like, just restart the battle. And I was like, no, Bailu has this. So
Yeah. Damn, that's great. That's awesome. I think most of the people, no, we're still climbing. I thought most of the people would be here, but no, we're still climbing. Oh dear. Oh wow. Um,
listen, oh no, the chat. No,
Why?
you're not gonna get Bailu. You're not gonna get Bailu. You will get Cass. You will get Cass. I promise. I swear.
Can we
I
hold you
don't
to that?
control this.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, can you message a Hoyo
I
contact?
may be crossing my fingers like off to the side where no one can see it, you know?
You're hoping you also get win your 50/50s? I assume you're pulling,
Uh
obviously.
oh yeah. I'm gonna stream myself pulling for Cass when
Ooh.
she comes out because wish me luck. I feel like my luck is kind of really mixed match, which makes sense, right? It's luck. Like
Yeah.
but some people have abysmal luck. Like I feel really bad. Some people they just uh
I don't know.
I probably
I just say
I
win better most of the time.
I I'm just in when I like start gambling, I'm like, let's go gambling. And I just turn brain off and
Oh
press the
no.
button.
Damn. That's the most dangerous type of gambling. Oh no. Oh, the gifts have begun. The gifts have begun.
Let's go
Oh wow, so more
gambling.
people
Like
are
10
joining.
people just joined at once. Oh my
There's
guys.
80 people.
Damn. All right. Uh
Okay.
I think I think we could just get started. But if we keep waiting, people are just gonna keep streaming in for the rest of time. So you wanna
Okay.
give a
Oh,
little introduction to everyone to say like get to know you a bit better, like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Of course. Hi, everybody. My name is Melody Muse, and I am the voice actress for Castorice in Honkai Star Rail. I have been doing voiceover professionally for, I think I'm coming up on the 9th year. I've done a lot of audiobook narration work, and I've done a lot of indie games that you may or may not have heard of. And this is like my first big role, so I'm still kind of processing it in a way. So I just want to say that I'm super grateful to you all because I feel like the Castorus community has been extremely welcoming and kind. So I'm also processing that. I'm kind of blown away by that
Yeah.
itself. So, and yeah,
Yeah.
yes, this is my stage name. Muse is my stage name.
Oh.
My last name is actually Muslakovic, which is Yugoslavian, which is no longer a thing. So
Oh.
I was like, you know what? I love Greek mythology. I love the muses from Greek mythology, and I'm very artistic like them. I dabble in a lot of the arts.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let's condense it. Let's make it Melody Muse. So yeah.
That's actually really sick. I also noticed like
yeah,
when I was
that's
reading your
cool.
bio, you do a lot of like a lot of like music stuff as well, right? And like both of your names like are kind of music related, which was pretty cool when I was looking at that.
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. I actually grew up in a family band. So music was a huge influence on my life. My mom's a singer, she plays piano. My dad is a drummer and he sings. My brother is a music producer and bassist. And I also sing. So, yeah, music is very prominent in my family.
That is so cool. Damn. Okay. Meanwhile, I just grew up just like doing like school performances and stuff. That's pretty much it.
There is nothing wrong with that
Yeah.
at all.
Uh, yeah. Do you want to give a little introduction to yourself too, since you're gonna be my co-host here today,
Oh,
or
of
is it?
course. All right. So I'm gonna introduce everyone. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Castorice Main's Q&A session. We are deeply honored today to be joined by the incredible voice behind Castorice, Melody Muse. Castorice has been a very, prominent figure in our community because of how relevant she is to the story and how cool she is. And so we are going to be starting the Q&A session from here. Melody, is it okay if I start with the questions?
Of course.
All right.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so let's start with the first one. Someone said, absolutely love how you voiced her, and I hope you're satisfied with how it turned out. Is there anything you would change in voice direction and how you would think it would suit Castris more? Like, is there anything you would like to change?
Actually, no. I think my director just completely nailed Castorus
Mm,
because when I first auditioned for Castorus, I went what I think most people would have expected. I went the very monotone route. And there was actually a second casting call for her because they did not like the notes that they gave us in the first casting call. So they wanted a round two. So I got to try out for her again with the notes. And this one required a little bit more emotional nuance, which I like to think I'm actually very good at because, when you work in a lot of different indie projects and even audiobooks, it calls for a lot of nuance in emotion. So I was very excited to do that, and I think that's what did it. That's what got me to book the role was the emotion, because as we all know, Castorus is a very tragic and somber character, and we had to get that in here. But she's also multifaceted, right? Ultimately, he did not want to go for the straight monotone sound
mm,
because she is a human being and she yearns for life and love just like anybody else. So it was really important to him to capture that in our voice lines for her.
yeah.
So I think that his direction was just exceptional in my opinion. He's probably one of the best directors I've worked with so far in my career, and so definitely uh, got to give him a lot of praise.
Damn. That's
So
actually
I
that's
would not
sick.
change a thing. I would not change a thing. I
Damn.
think this was the right move.
That's actually really sick. I remember seeing on your Twitter a few days ago after we got a little animated short for Castoris. You talked about how like how much of that like voicing that specific part like actually impacted you like while you were doing it. That's actually pretty sick. I'm
Oh,
just saying.
are we talking about the trailer?
Yeah, yeah,
Uh yeah, the
Yeah.
short,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
7-minute short. Oh man, I had a friend who like is really obsessed with Honkai and he was like, "Let's watch this together." And I was like, "Okay, sure." And then it was that one. And I was like, "Oh no."
Oh damn.
Uh-oh. I was like, yeah, let's watch it." But you might be depresso espresso after
Yeah.
this, and that I mean, yeah, that was pretty rough for me to do, especially for younger casters. And it's funny because I didn't do any dialogue for little casts, right? Like it
Oh.
was just sounds, but that was hard. It was hard to watch young casteress go through that, and it just really put me in that horrible emotional state
Mm.
and really set the tone for the rest of it.
Yeah, looking like at least like going into it, I was expecting Cass to have like a darker-ish type of past, right? Because it's just the
Hmm.
type of character she is, but like the emotion that like you were able to like bring out in some of those scenes was like actually insane. That struck real hard.
Oh, oh, well, thank you so much. I hate to say this, I'm really glad I made you all cry. That makes me sound a bit like a sadist, but like,
That's
I'm
your
really glad
job.
that I made you all
Yeah, that's your job.
cry.
That's sick.
No, really, the emotion you put was really amazing. It was really insane.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
awesome.
thank you so much. I genuinely have the feeling that crying is cathartic.
Mm,
And I feel like that video, as upsetting and sad as it was, I feel like there's something cathartic about it at the same time. I don't know. Those sad, depressing, intense videos just hit different for me. And I think it's because I myself have faced a lot of trials and tribulations in my life. Like I'm going to admit it, I have faced a lot of death. Like I've had people in my own family who have passed away
mm,
far too soon. I've had friends that's happened to. I struggle. I have my own story when it comes to loneliness.
mhm.
So I'm really able to resonate with Castorice on a lot of levels. And that's kind of what I channeled when I was doing her voiceover. Well,
Yeah, you could definitely feel that coming through in the performance. It's actually insane. Damn, you guys are
thank
talented.
you.
You're welcome. But now we have
That
to like.
reminds me of a question.
Oh, okay. You
Oh,
want to go
that
first?
reminds me of something. There was someone asked that if you channel any specific experience of loneliness into the delivery, and I think that answers the question.
Yeah.
Do you like want to share more on it?
Well, I can absolutely elaborate. I like to be pretty transparent about this.
Yeah. Okay.
So, growing up, I started becoming very physically ill with very severe stomach issues, and
Mm,
we had no idea what it was. I was told by doctors it was IBS, uh, and I do have IBS, that's for certain. However, it was not that ultimately. I was sick with severe stomach symptoms every day, and it was so bad that I could not go to school anymore. And I was involved in a lot of things. I was involved in sports, I was involved in theater, I was involved in choir, in band. I was a very busy bee when I was younger, and I lost all of it. I
ooh.
lost every single thing that I was part of.
That
And
must have been hard on you.
it was very hard. It was a really rough 10 years. And I went to doctor after doctor after doctor with my mother. And unfortunately, the healthcare in Texas is not that great.
Mm,
Uh,
makes sense.
so I have my own experience with loneliness for sure. I grew up complete like my parents had to go to work, right? They had to make money, they had to
Yeah,
support me
that's how it
and me
works.
being sick. So I was alone by myself every single day for 10 years and I lost friendships. I had no friends except for online.
Yeah.
Online was my escape. And so, yeah, I was like, oh boy, doing this character is taking me back a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
that's
um,
rough. But
so yeah, but that's what happened with me on that. We did figure out what was wrong with me. We, you know, went to a Russian doctor who fortunately was not too far from us finally,
oh, okay.
and he told me that I have fructose intolerance. So, if you know about lactose intolerance,
Oh,
fructose intolerance is a thing too. How about that?
that was damn. Okay, I didn't know. That's sick.
So yeah, I that's my experience with loneliness. And even after I was able to find out what was wrong with me and I was starting to get my life back on track, because mind you, I barely finished high school. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I was suffering a deep, dark depression.
Mm,
It was only when I found voiceover that I felt like I found a light at the end of the tunnel.
that's
Like, oh my gosh, there's hope for me. Voiceover literally saved me. Like, it saved my
awesome.
life.
That's actually sick. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you. And I feel like it's important for me to share this, even though it is such a sensitive topic for me,
Yeah.
because I know there's a lot of people who go through something similar, and I want their voices to be heard, and I want them to know that you're not alone. Like, even someone like me, who I'm sure a lot of people look at and they're like, oh my God, she's the big time VA of Casters. Like, no, honey, I'm just like you. I'm exactly like you. Like, I just have a cool role, right? Like, it's just a cool role that I did, but you and I were the same. And
Yeah.
because I know everyone in the chat has probably faced their own trials and tribulations.
Most definitely.
And, it's important that you know that you're not alone.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But not
Thank
to
you so
keep it.
much. Your words are really heartwarming.
Yeah. Not to not to keep it not to keep it too dark, I'm gonna switch to a slightly more lighthearted question just for
Of
some people in
course.
the chat. Do you think Castorice like deserves a hug? Like this is assuming like she doesn't have to get you don't explode from touching her, obviously.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you asked. No, I'm kidding.
No
Of
hugs.
course she does.
Hugs are evil.
Of course she deserves a hug. She deserves the biggest, grandest group bear hug, if that's
Awesome.
even possible. I don't even know if that's doable, but I don't know.
Too many
I,
people.
yeah, no, Cass deserves all of the love because, and that was one of the things that made me so excited for her character. I thought we were going to go the monotone, kind of edgy route. I'm so glad we didn't. I'm so glad we went she's gentle, she is kind, she yearns for life. Like, I was like, oh, yes,
Yeah.
now this is a good character type. This is what I'm talking about, right? Because I'll be the first to say, I'm not like super obsessed with edgelords. It's okay. Like, I'm fine with them. They're fine. But I'm so glad they didn't go that route with her. I'm so glad they didn't. So, yeah.
Yeah. Um, Damn, I was actually about to say something about that and like lost my train
Oh,
of thought. No, that's good. That's fine.
sorry.
No, you're fine. It's just damn. But yeah, I think I remember now. It's definitely like it's one of my favorite things about HSR. I hosted one other Q&A before with Kendall, Rappa's voice actor, and I'm sure you've either been acquainted or will be since you're going to be on that like podcast type thing that you guys are doing in May. But
Oh, yeah, the Mihoyo anniversary
yeah,
panel, I
yeah.
believe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's something that I still like, even like to this day, I still find it like so impressive how like Star Rail, despite having like this like from the outside looking in, like such a goofy like little like having fun, but then like you get in and like all of these characters have such like deep emotional ties to each other. It's actually really sick. I love it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
that's something
I
I can
agree.
never get over. That's awesome. But yeah, do you want to hop on to the next question if you want to pick one?
Sure.
Yeah, of
Of-
course. Alrighty. Okay. So I'm gonna ask one of the common questions. A lot of people have asked this. That is, are you going for E6 S5 Castorus?
I'm going for let's just get Castorus to start.
Okay. What you don't
I'm in that boat.
Me
what you don't
too.
have $3,000 to drop on the game? What?
I gotta say, I don't. In fact, I'm
Damn.
quite broke.
Oh no.
So no, I'm not broke. Okay, I might be slightly exaggerating when I say that.
Yeah.
But like I don't want to spend quite that much money. Like I
Yeah.
like the game, but I don't want to spend quite that money. But I will say I will go for her light cone, and that's a big deal for me. I never go for anyone's light cone. I always just kind of say, I don't need that. But this one, I will. I will go for her light cone.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
and I am going to do a couple pull streams. Like I'll do my solo one, and then I'm going to do a charity stream with a lovely streamer named Sarmer. That's their name. And we're going to pull for Cass again, I believe. And then there's another stream I'm going to do because this is another lovely VTuber named Cloud Riffs who wanted to do a pull stream with me. And they were like the first one to ask me. Like they were just so excited and they're super sweet. So I was like, okay, yeah, absolutely. Like, so, oh, hey, maybe I'll get E2. Maybe I'll get E3. I don't know. We'll see what's in the cards.
Oh, damn,
But
wow.
but E6, it's a tall order.
Well, surely you just get lucky and get 7 of her in one temple. It'll be
Yeah, just get lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
I
course,
just
you
say
have
win
one
better.
temple. One temple is all you need. One temple
Exactly.
is all you need.
Yeah, you just win
Yeah,
better. It's
that's
not that hard.
it.
Easy. Light work. But
Oh, yeah, totally.
yeah. But
Get good. You got to bump those numbers up, bump those luck stats up, you know?
yeah, exactly. Dro propagating this delusion. What delusion? Win. It's not that hard. That's what I do. Easy. But I on to the next question. Uh what was like the process of you like becoming a voice actor specifically? Just like in general. Like, what was your like first role? How did you like find out about voice acting? Stuff like that. If you
So,
can.
oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's just I'm gonna try and not like make it a whole grand story,
Mm.
but I got into voiceover, as you know, like about 9 to 10 years ago. The first year was pretty much volunteering, like just dabbling, putting my foot in the water to test it, so to speak. And I was pushed to do this because, again, there was a time when I was very lost and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with myself, right?
Mm.
And one of my favorite hobbies was doing a bunch of Disney songs and singing and acting out the scenes. You know, it was just for fun, right? And my dad was like, you know, I went to him one day because I thought I was particularly loud that day, and he was all like, Mel, you're like really good at that. I think you should give voiceover a try.
That's so
He's the
sick.
one who suggested it. Like he said, you should try voiceover.
Damn.
And I was, and it was like the biggest, fattest light bulb moment that I ever had in my life. And I was like,
Nice.
huh. And you know, it all kind of led up to this when I really think about it. I used to write. I've been world building my own fantasy world that has all sorts of different cultures and I just have OCs and I've given my OCs voices. I've drawn my OCs with my cuz you know, I love to draw.
Yeah.
And so like I'm a writer, I draw, I bring characters to life already. This is just one more step, right?
Mm.
So I really embraced this and I just decided I used my crappiest headset. Let me tell you, it was horrible.
Damn.
And I found some websites to just start auditioning on. BT VA, Behind the Voice Actors, by the way, is where I actually first started.
Ooh, okay.
And I also joined Casting Call Club, and both of these websites still exist. Just throwing that out there for anyone who wants to get started.
Yeah.
And I just I just fell down the rabbit hole. I fell so in love with everything about it. I fell in love with studying the character, analyzing the script, putting myself in the situation, thinking about the voice. You know, what
Okay.
voice do I give this character? I fell in love with it. And I just really stuck with it. My first role, I'm going to focus on the paid role. My first paid role
Fair.
was Elle from Crush Crush.
Oh, okay.
And that character has a very special place in my heart, and so does Sad Panda Studios. Just throwing this out there.
Mhm.
Sad Panda Studios is like one of the best developers I've ever worked with.
Yeah.
And yeah, Elle's just this really cute, sleepy character who has like a wonderful heart. A little ditzy, but that's really because she's just sleepy all the time.
Yeah.
And I mean, fun thing, they actually came to me for another character because they were like, hey, we kind of lost our voice actress for Human Beverly. Would you like to do this character? And I was like, okay. And I'd never even auditioned for that character. And I had to like use the reference that they gave me. And I was like, oh my goodness. Like, all right. So that was a really fun role. And it was extremely different from Elle. So So yeah, that character has a special place in my heart. That was my first paid role.
Nice. Nice. Do you have like any advice for anyone else who'd be starting off? Like for anyone else who'd be starting off for voice acting type thing?
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
absolutely. Of
Okay.
course. First things first. I need you to embrace the way you sound. I need you to not fight it. Please embrace it. I've seen so many newer voice actors feel so much hesitance before they go into VO because they're like, well, I've got this accent, or I have a stutter, or I have a lisp. And I'm like, honey, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Like, embrace that about yourself. I promise you, those little things that you think are bad things, those are actually going to make you stick out because that's what they like to hire. They like to hire people with very authentic sounds, right? And I, for one, love that. So
Yeah.
I'm someone who just really encourages you to just embrace your sound. I'm not saying you have to fall in love with your voice right away. Like, hey, I still listen to myself sometimes. I'm like, ugh. So, so like, don't be afraid though to put yourself out there, because that's what that does, right? When you're nervous about the way you sound or the way you'll look, like that's another thing. People are scared to look cringe. And
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
no, don't be
terrifying
afraid to
though.
look cringe. Don't like I get it. I totally get it. But it gets so much easier the more you just do it. And I
Mm.
also want to say that I actually find the voiceover community to be so, so supportive. Like, I promise you, you are going to be the most critical of yourself. No one else is going to be nearly as critical as you are, or as much as you think. So, that's my first piece of advice, because I think so many amazing voice actors are halting themselves, stopping themselves from growing and blossoming because of that fear. And again, I don't expect you to bippity boppity boop, oh, it's gone. Like, no, that's unrealistic. But slowly, gently take it day by day. Put yourself out there in some way, some form. Let your voice be heard. Let yourself be seen. You will be shocked at how many people adore you and love your voice. So
Damn. All
that's my
right.
first piece of advice. Second piece of advice, if you decide to get into voiceover super seriously, this is something I wish I would have done. Please get yourself commercial voiceover.
Oh,
Get yourself some commercial voiceover training. Thank me later.
yeah, that's fair. I remember when back when Alejandro Saab was just like a regular YouTuber, he would talk about how he's taken all these classes and how he's trying to get his
Mm-hmm.
voice better. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing him in like these like crazy roles that I thought it would be so cool, and he did it. It was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a it really depends on who you work with. I work with Nancy Wolfson personally for my commercial training.
Hmm.
And the great thing about her system is that everything she's teaching you, even though she's specializing in commercial voiceover, everything she teaches you, you can apply to the other voiceover branches.
Mm.
So your skill is just going to elevate in every bit of voiceover. And that's why I tell people, if you're going to get any training to start off with, because let's face it, it's overwhelming. There's a ton of coaches, there's a ton of workshops, ton of classes, and I know people are like, "Oh, where do I start? Where do I even begin?" And on top of that, they're very expensive. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Nancy is pricey. She's $190 for 1 hour, but
Damn.
she's been worth it.
Yeah, that's fair.
She's been worth it though. So, and that's but here's the thing, you don't have to spend that right away. And I'm never going to tell people, especially in this current economy, okay, please don't rush into spending a crap ton of money. Take your time. There's so many amazing resources that are just available for free that we professionals have given, because we get it. We know what it's like to first start out and to try and figure things out completely on your own.
Mm.
It's rough. So if you can join groups and, act out things together, again, maybe play D&D, right? Play
Ooh,
some
D&D is
D&D
fun
and
though.
real yeah, D&D is fun, and you get to create your characters and you really get to practice being that character. And guess what that helps with? Acting, voice acting. So, here's the thing. I say that and I don't play D&D. I play D&D video
What?
games.
Bro.
but but yeah, that's my piece of advice. The sooner you can start commercial training specifically, I think the better.
Mm.
But you
Okay.
know, no pressure. You take your time and you learn how you need to learn. Like, I am a slow learner. I've been with Nancy for like 2 years.
Yeah,
So,
that's fair. That's still cool though. That's nice that you have that experience. Yeah. Like, um, Yai, do you want to hit the next question? I kind of went like through a bunch of them just like casual talk. Sorry about that.
No, that's actually really good. Honestly, Joe is a better conversationalist than me, honestly. I'm sorry, Melody.
No,
no,
don't be
don't
sorry.
apologize. You're totally good. Like, some
Alright.
of us are yappers, right? Like, that's what we do. We yap. So,
I'm a
don't
natural
you
born
stress about it.
yapper. Born to yap.
I yap so much, I've somehow convinced people to pay me for it. So there's that.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
That's actually
What do you mean I don't stop yapping ever?
all
I
right.
true. Okay, yeah, you go first, yeah.
All right. So, one of the questions that was asked was, how was Castor's first described to you? And like, how did you like as if not if like I'm not wrong, most of the time not everything about the character is told to the voice actors. So based on the information told you, how hard was it for you to like get into her character and voice her?
This is a great question because this is very common in the VO industry, not just for this role. I've encountered this issue, and yes, I consider it an issue. I've seen this happen so many times when I audition for things. It's not even funny. It's very annoying, actually, because, like, where's my character art? What is her favorite color? Like, does she sleep on her left side or right side or on her stomach? Like, I'm being silly, but like I want those juicy details. I want the whole story. I want the whole biography right
Yeah.
now. And they never give it. You get like maybe a few sentences to kind of get an idea of this person. So I have the memory of a goldfish. So I'm going to do my best to try and recall what was said in the casting call doc. But I remember that she was described as being like a young lady who is a little bit more on the reserved side and shy side because she's been through a lot of hardship. But that was pretty much it. Like that was all I had to work with on this character. So I was all like, okay, got it. I already sound youthful, so cool. We'll pitch ourselves up oh so slightly, and I'm gonna make her really soft spoken and breathy because when I think of someone who's very shy and reserved, they're not going to sound like me. They're not going to sound like how I sound default.
Yeah.
I'm very extroverted. I'm very projected. I'm very confident.
Yeah.
This character is not that. So, like, that's how I was able to, like, because, when you get more into voiceover, you start to have different voices for kind of these different types of characters ready to go. Right. And yeah, someone
Yeah.
wrote young lady when she's thousands of years old. Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
hey, that was news to me too, to be fair. I was also like, oh, so she's old. Okay. Well, hey, that's great to know. Hey, I didn't even know what she looked like until maybe session 4 and 5. I had no idea what she even looked like. And they hit me with, oh, do you want to see what she looks like, by the way? I was like, yes, I would love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is yeah, so we're not given a whole lot to work with. And this is very common in the VO industry. So that's why your imagination is really comes into play. It's why I encourage people, if you're an artist, if you're a singer, if you are an onstage actor, if you're a writer, a reader, like if you've got imagination, you might be better at voiceover than you realize, which is why I'm like, maybe you should try it. See, like just give it a whirl. Because you know, intuition, instinct, and imagination really come in handy when it comes to voiceover. So,
Damn, that's actually pretty sick. Uh, but yeah, you mentioned how they don't really give you that much info on Castorice. Well, one of our questions is based off of how long you've been playing Castorice and how well you know her so far. Do you think there's like any like poem or song that like you really think like would represent Castorice that you can think off the top of your head? You don't have to if you can't. It's all good.
I do have a song actually.
Oh, oh, well.
Oh, that's cool.
The Seed by Aurora.
Hmm. The seed.
All right, time to put it in my playlist.
That's what I'm doing literally
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
That's actually pretty
I
sick.
I sing that song a lot, and if you really look at the lyrics and you compare to Castorus, you start to go, okay, I see. Because I think a lot of people like to focus on her sadness and the loneliness. And I'm kind of looking at her more as like what she yearns for. That's what
Hmm.
I like to focus on because again, that's what's really helped me with her character. I don't have like I'm hoping that when I do her voiceover, it's not just the melancholy you hear. I'm hoping that people can sometimes hear that little bit of yearning, that just touch of like I want more. Like I
Yeah.
want to experience life. And I feel like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
seed kind of has that vibe going on with it.
Yeah,
So,
I've heard that in the voiceover. Like you feel like not only a sense of sadness, but like a sense of like she just wishes things could be different so she could like actually like enjoy her time with Trailblazer and not just like be constantly just like sad and have to step away because like what if she touches him and he dies and moves, all that.
Right.
Yeah.
And like there's one specific part of the song that I think really hits, and it's just like the seed, everything wants to live. And that made me go, oh, Cassie would love this song. Like I could just imagine Castorice. If Castorice was here in the modern age, she would be a spiritual. She'd be one of the witches. I'm not saying I'm a witch, but
Well,
anyways.
you have a witch hat on.
Well, I mean, I do have a witch hat on.
Yeah, I have a witch hat. I don't know about that.
But she'd be kind of witchy, and she would care a lot about the environment. She would care a lot about people. Like, she would just be a very compassionate person. Of course, there's that whole nasty little curse thing. Unfortunately, in the real world, she probably would still have that, huh?
Yeah.
But
That's really
but
cool.
yes, that's the song. I got a little sidetracked, sorry, but that's the song I kind of envision for Castorice. I also, okay, like we're gonna kind of cross universes here a little bit in the anime world. I also think Inner Universe from Ghost in the Shell by Riga also suits her. So look at the lyrics. Yes.
Damn, okay. Do you have any like shows that you like the most or like think would also represent cast? They're two different questions.
Okay, so wait. One more time for this old lady.
No, you're not old. Do you have any?
I'm 30. I'm grown.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, your tone really changed there.
No, I didn't expect you would reveal your age. I'm sorry. But
no, I mean,
it's fine. I was asking, one of the questions was, do you have any shows, any animes or like shows that you particularly like? And I mixed that in with the previous question, which was, do you know any that represent Castorice? So like two different. Do you know any that represent cast, and do you know and which ones do you like the most yourself outside of that type of thing?
Ooh, this is a tough question because I am not that much of a television watcher anymore. More of a gamer. But when it comes to like animations, I am really, really fond of Arcane, Castlevania. Oh, I love Castlevania. And I like Castlevania Nocturne as well. When it comes to anime, now this one is the harder one for me because I actually kind of stopped watching anime for a lot of reasons. One of the reasons is I have the unpopular opinion that I'm not super obsessed with fan service.
Yeah.
And I have found that a lot of anime tends to do nothing with the female characters. They're just kind of there to elevate, like, the male protagonist a lot, which again, I'm not going to hate the anime for that. It's just kind of something I've noticed, and it's a little bit of a turnoff for me. I will say one anime that I started watching that I think is actually really good is Medalist. I'm loving that one. That one's really cute. Fun fact about me, I'm a bit of a weirdo. I actually really like sports anime.
Oh, damn.
I don't know.
That's sick.
I feel like that's really odd for me because I'm not that into sports in real life, obviously. But I really like sports anime. Haikyuu is like my favorite. Haikyuu is like my favorite sports anime. So yes, Blue Lock is great. Blue Lock is wild.
Yeah.
But I like it. I think it's fun. Blue Lock is definitely fun. But Haikyuu is my absolute favorite. Run with the Wind, great anime. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. Like, I love how they tackled the philosophy of sports. You know, Run with the Wind is so good.
Oh yeah, Croco's
But anyways,
basketball? Do you know Croco's basketball?
Yep.
Okay.
I watched that one. That one's good. Yep, that one's good. Yeah, I pretty much. I think I've watched most, if not all, sports anime. So, I actually also really love Little Witch Academia as well.
Okay.
That one was really cute. That one was adorable to me.
Matches the witch motif.
Yeah, I know. I'm really, really basic in that way, huh?
No, it's not basic. It's cool. It's fine.
Oh, thank you. I also let's see. There's another anime that I like. Oh gosh, but I'm having a brain fog moment. Oh, give me a second. Give me a
Don't
minute.
Take your
worry.
time. You got
This
it.
is
Don't
this is
worry. Don't
early
worry
for
about it.
me. My fun fact, I'm not a morning person. Like I
Okay.
barely exist when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, that's fair.
Same. That is completely fair.
Uh,
Also, hello. I'm not going to speak much because my accent isn't the best. So,
Yeah.
hello.
you have a lovely
Pleasure
accent,
to meet
but go
you.
ahead.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Cool. Sorry.
Um,
Yeah, go on.
Oh, no, that's okay. Honestly, I kind of just lost the thought. If I remember, I'll just tell everybody,
All right,
like
bet.
in the topic that's not relevant. Like, oh my gosh, I remember everyone.
Yeah.
Now for Castorice though, now that's tricky. I don't know if Castorice would be that into anime.
Oh.
There's a crazy thought. I don't know if Castorice would really be that into anime. I think she's more of a crafts girl. I think she's going to be so busy doing all of the crafting. I think that's the issue. I mean, I know you can do both, but you know,
Yeah.
I
That's
think
fair.
Castorice is going to be too building, using her hands. Again, I'm imagining poor Cass in like a perfect world where, she can do all of that.
Yeah.
But I imagine her
Yeah,
being super artsy.
That's cool. All right. All right.
I, I think you're actually right because recently in the I'm pretty sure in the character preview of Castres that was released, she said one of her voice lines say that she wants to like play with some chimeras, but since her hands are cursed, so she wants to snuggle the plushies instead. So I'm pretty sure she's mentioned she wants to make the plushies herself, if I'm not wrong, or maybe I'm misremembering.
No, that makes sense.
No,
What?
no, you're right. That's absolutely true. Yeah. And another anime I like is Kami-sama Hajimishita. That one I like that one too, which is a
Okay.
romance. So I do like romance. I do like a little bit of romance.
That's fair. Yeah.
But I don't watch it as much. I don't watch a ton of anime nowadays, and I need to catch up because I know there has been some really good releases this year. So I gotta catch up on that. So,
Yeah.
but I agree with one commenter. Let me see who said it because Pottermat. I hope I'm saying your name right. They said that if Cass was to watch anime, it would probably be romance for
Probably.
sure.
Makes sense.
Or like the really wholesome anime, like the anime that just gives you the good vibes, the good feels. Or I don't know, maybe she'll watch like one of the anime that's like really sad and emotionally devastating.
No.
Oh,
You're lying, April.
No.
And I don't know.
How would she
So
recover? Oh no. But yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Do you want to pop off next on the question or no?
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Before that, I just wanted to say that, like, based on what I like make of Castres as a character, like how I perceive Castres, I think Melody is pretty on point with how Castres would have like her interests and hobbies and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, she is the character herself.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, of course. Yeah, she will be on point.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
but
right.
again, I have goldfish brain, so
Yeah.
I want you to trust me on her character, but also I will forget things about her character. Like it's funny because I have friends who are like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear your battle lines," and I'm like, "Ah, funny thing, I can't wait to hear them either because I forgot what I did."
Oh, hilarious.
So, so looking forward to that myself.
Yeah, I can't wait. It'll be great.
Yeah, all right. So, one of the questions that was asked was, what is your favorite line from Castres? Like, is there any specific line that you is your favorite from the ones that have been
Oh,
available to us so far?
If it's
oh no,
spoiler, you
this
can
is bad for
hint.
goldfish brain.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, this is
Sorry.
this is bad for my goldfish brain. Let's see. I'm gonna do probably the battle lines
Oh.
because I actually kind of remember at least a couple of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel kind of like there is one that I want to share, but I'm wondering if it's spoiler because it's a battle line. It's not spoiler because it's not revealing anything, but it's revealing a battle line that y'all
Ooh.
haven't heard yet.
Uh,
So,
I don't know. I
I'm
don't
gonna be on
know.
the safe side and not do that. Uh,
All right, no problem.
but
It's fine. It's
honestly,
completely safe.
I'm gonna be on the safe side and I
Yeah.
won't do that.
Yeah, it's
But I felt pretty cool when I said it. I'll say that. Like, I'm very dorky and cringy, and even I in that moment was like, wow, I feel like a badass. Anyway,
nice.
so I was like, oh,
I
nice.
mean, we will hear them eventually.
Yeah.
Ah, someone's calling me auntie, not the auntie. I guess I do give auntie vibes.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this. I actually think so far my favorite line is
Oh,
actually not a line. It was me bawling
ah,
and sobbing as Cass in the 7-minute short.
yeah. I
I
could see that one coming.
yeah, I like that one. Ah!
Oh, dude, that line
Okay,
hits
no,
so
no.
hard when she like her
Okay.
hearing her crying is so like it's so emotional. Like, damn, God, I don't understand how you're able to do
Okay.
it.
Okay, but no, I got a good one. It's the one when you I hope this isn't spoiler, but it's out, so just a heads up that this is in like the 3.1 patch if you have not participated in it yet. Just a heads up in case you need to step away for a second real quick. But it's basically when her and Anaxa start talking and it's just Anaxa and it's not what's her name again?
Cersei's.
Cersei's, I believe. Yeah. And I love when she sasses him. That really did it for that was such a fun line to do. I was like, yes, I get to be sassy.
Yeah.
Because she's like, "Ah, you are the only one who would refer to yourself like that. And I was like, yep, yes, let's be sassy. and I love Anaxa, by the way. I love that character so much. But it is very funny to see someone sass him back for the whole name thing. It really gets my goat. So
Especially with a character like Cass, you're not gonna get those moments very often, are you?
exactly. No, not at all. Because Cass is like, she's really sweet and friendly. I just know she gives a little bit of sass to Anaxa because, that was her professor. As you can tell, he's kind of a snot in his own way, which we love him for. We love his, snottiness. It's cute. It's wonderful. And to see her be that way with someone, it was also great. I also like because she did that to Cersei's too, to be fair. Like she was a little like on alert with Cersei's, and I liked that. So
I mean, yeah, can't gotta be alert around the gods, you know. Never know what they might be pulling.
yeah.
Yeah, but a bit of a gear shift. But the next question actually is, do you think you'll be cosplaying Castorice anytime soon?
Oh no, I don't cosplay. I leave that to the people who are super passionate about it. I am not. I love watching cosplayers. I like watching them craft and I like watching them do the thing they love, but it's not for me. It's just never been something I've gravitated towards. So,
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Uh,
All right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can go.
Speaking of Anaxa, since we were talking about Anaxa, there was one question that said, what do you think of the other Chrysosaur characters, like, Anaxa, Aglaya, Phynon, etc.?
so I have to kind of go based off of the little I know because I have not gotten to the Amphoria storyline. I know I have to kind of like push it a little bit because Cass is already here next week. So I think it might be time to get to the Amphorius area and start playing.
Yeah.
But I will go off of what I know and like little bits of what I've seen. And truth be told, I have enjoyed all of them. I think they all have their charm. They're all very interesting and different from each other. But I think what I really like is that even though Castorus has like this horrible curse, they still very deeply care about her and they want to be around her. Like they want to be involved in her life. And that's just so sweet. Like that immediately makes me like you, right? I have to say when Mighty I remember this scene because I think I was watching a fellow voice actor stream it. Um I remember this scene when Mighty was kind of like, Castorice, like, I'm immortal. You know you can lean on me, right? And Cass was like, I can't do that because death is just far too serious and we shouldn't play around with it. Like, I don't want you to risk it. And I just
Oh
thought
yeah,
that
I
was,
remember that.
yeah, that was so sweet. And like that, because at first I thought, oh, Mighty is going to be the typical me manly man, me macho, me strong and tough. And I was like, oh, brother, one of these. Okay. But fortunately, he was not. He actually has a big, soft heart. And that was like, oh, I was wrong about you. I'm not usually wrong about things, but I was wrong about you. So that's nice.
Not usually wrong. Damn. Pretty line.
I'm definitely dramatizing a little bit. But no, Mighty, I really liked Mighty. Finan is also an absolute puppy dog, sweetie, cutie, patootie pie. Love him. Love the Treebee. Oh my god, I love the Treebee.
Yeah.
They're so cute. They're so cute. I'm trying not to curse,
The
but like that's how
Treebee.
cute. That Treebee. The Treebios. I love them so much. Let's see here. I genuinely like all of the characters so far. There's really not been a single one that I'm like, nah, not for me. I like their designs. I of course love their voiceover. The voiceover has been fantastic, by the way. Like that's because I started playing Honkai when I got cast for Castorice because I was like, I'm gonna do my research a little bit. I'm gonna do some studying on like what's going on here, what's the vibe, and I was like, hold up, this game's actually really good. And so is the voiceover. I was very pleasantly surprised. Because you never know what you're gonna get when you get into a brand new game that you don't know anything about, right? And I was blown away. So I genuinely like all of the characters. Someone asked about Hyacinth. Hyacinth is definitely getting pulled. She's so girly pop. I love her. So is Anaxa. I mean, I'm trying to get everyone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get all of the Amphorius people. So
It's pretty expensive, huh?
yeah, it's a little like, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna make this happen, but I have a dream.
Don't we all? But
Just rail. Let's go gambling.
Exactly.
Let's go gambling.
Just gamble. Onto since you're telling us your thoughts about characters. Another question was, because there's a rivalry because of the current. I don't want to go too heavy into ship wars, but there's a current like rivalry between Firefly and Castorice for main character. Someone asked, "What are your thoughts on Firefly, like the character specifically?" I'm assuming you're at that point in the story.
I'm over here saying, why are we competing? Let Trailblazer have both. Both of them. Hello? Like, why pick? Why choose? And to answer your question, I love Firefly because I actually got to meet her in the story.
Ooh.
And she is so lovely. I mean, her cutscene when the music was playing and we were kind of looking over Pinnaconey and she was being so vulnerable and open about her disability. I was like, oh my God, my heart is falling to pieces. You are crushing me, Honkai. You are destroying me. I actually cried on stream, by the way.
Damn.
When I cried on stream at that scene, and I love Firefly. So when I hear that people are like saying there's no, why is there a rivalry? There should be no rivalry. Have both. Enjoy both, ladies. Because I bet you, I was saying this on my stream. I was like, listen, Firefly and Castorice would be friends. I'm telling you this now. Firefly and Castorice would like each other. God.
Good.
So,
and
that's just like, to me, I feel like Castorice would be really good friends at minimum with Firefly. I feel like Castorice and Acheron would have amazing conversations about death. I mean, again, why is there rival? Like, I see the same thing with Anaxa, and like people, like there's a lot of people who are like, I don't care about Castorice, only care about Anaxa, or I don't care about Anaxa, I only care about Cass. It's like, why though? They're both great for different reasons. Like, just enjoy all of them. Hey, listen. Just enjoy all of the characters for what they are, okay? Unless they're like a truly awful, horrible, evil character. But No, yeah, the rivalry to me it doesn't exist because I'm over here like I like Firefly and I like Castorice and they're both mine.
How
So
it should be.
how about that?
Hell yeah. But yeah, I don't understand like a lot of the just like the community rivalry. Sometimes it's friendly, sometimes it gets pretty nasty. But I like it when it's like at least friendly, because then it's kind of just like communities just like poking each other. It's like real nice with them with that. But people take it too far. Obviously, sucks. But
Yeah, like
that
I love the passion. I do love the passion that people really get for these characters. But I will say the rivalry it never makes sense to me because I'm like, well, why? Why
yeah,
do that to yourself? You could just enjoy because honestly, Castorus and Firefly, if Cass could hold hands, Firefly and her would be holding hands and like doing arts and crafts with each other. And
yeah,
again, having amazing conversations about their lives and really relating to each other. It's crazy.
as they should be. Especially because like they've both had like that like very like traumatic past. They could like really bond over that. Pretty cool.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Yeah, you wanna pick the next one?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so hold on. Another question was, do you have any particularly memorable moments or favorite interactions with any fans?
Ooh, with fans. Oh,
Well, so far my interactions with fans have been like mostly online. So I don't have any like experience in the real world for that, sadly, so
yeah,
far.
that's fair.
But in terms of fans and just like interactions online, I I gotta say, like something that's really touched my heart is I've had a few fans reach out to me in private messages. Uh, like we all know about the global passive issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like none of us need to hide from it. Like it
Yeah,
sucks. Like I don't really like it, but obviously I have no control or say on that, right? And people should still pull for her because of her amazing character and story and her kit. Like the rest of her kit's awesome.
yeah,
Um, but with that said, I totally get why people don't want to pull for her, but it's incredible. I've had a couple fans like write me a book of a message telling me like, the global passive, I'm a little bit concerned for you. I really don't want people to come and attack you for this because you have absolutely no say in it and it's not fair and I just want you to know that I love the work that you've done for for Castorus and it was such a beautiful, sweet, well thought out book.
mm.
It was a book, but I love to read. So it's like, you know what? This is great. I love reading.
Yeah,
um and it just like that was sweet. And I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like it genuinely feels like my community like cuz I'm kind of like I'm adopting all of the Castorus fans. They're coming into my little family. Like I'm putting them in my pocket. Like you're mine now. You have been adopted. Okay, pat pat. And and they're all like and they're so sweet and supportive of each other and like they're protective and it's
mm-hmm.
just so wholesome like there's such a wholesomeness to it. I don't know, it's like these types of characters tend to bring in like the truly kind compassionate people who really want to watch out and look out for me and that's such an interesting feeling for me because I'm kind of a tough lady. Like I'm used to looking out for my like look, I was born in the South.
Yeah,
uh listen, unfortunately, and I'm in the entertainment industry. I'm a plus size woman in the entertainment industry. So I got to have
yeah,
some thick skin. And
yeah. People are gonna be rough.
I, yeah, exactly. Like I'm used to defending myself and looking out for myself. So having people who are taking the time out of their day to send me these types of messages, looking out for me, it's astonishing and like it baffles me in a great way and I'm like, oh, I don't even know what to say to this. Like this is so sweet and so thoughtful and I don't know, like, and it's just made me fall in love like with the Honkai Star Rail community. Of course there's some bad apples, but I think most people in the HSR community are
Yeah,
genuinely sweet. And I've just noticed with Castorus fans specifically, super kind, super like wholesome. Cass would love all of you. So yeah.
Oh, thank you
it's so
so much.
cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, I'm adopting you all. Y'all have been adopted. Sorry, you did not get a say.
Damn. Okay, I don't think most people would mind. Most people would mind. They'd love to be part of the Castorus family.
We all love to be a part of the Castorice family.
All right.
Not someone said we're all rice now.
We're all right.
That's funny. That's we're
Yeah.
all rice now.
That reminds me, when you were talking about how you were so excited that you finally got to be sassy as Castorice, someone typed in
Mhm.
sass to rice for the name. It's really funny.
I saw that. I saw the sarcasticize, sassarize, and I was like, ah, yes, these are great. These are so clever. I could never.
Oh
Cast
wait,
iron
someone said that
rice.
we are all rice in
Cast
the
iron
big
rice.
bowl.
Hell yeah.
Melody, have you seen our Castorice emoji?
Oh yeah, we have me.
Is
We
it
have
the
so
one
many
that was
emojis.
just shared?
People can just post it. I think it's hold on. Do I?
Can
It's so
someone
far in
send
my
it? Not
list.
this one. There was only yeah,
Aww.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Castor
there it is.
bowl emoji.
That's so cute. I honestly love the jokes about and then I loved that Hoya was like, you know what, let's make fun of this some more. And they actually had her, flipping rice in a pot in their
Yeah. Oh,
on
there's
their
also
little
this
chef
one.
video. That was really
Yeah.
funny. That was really funny.
Damn. Um, Here's the question. I don't remember. I think this was mine. I don't remember. How do you like prepare yourself like mentally to play Castorus, and how do you recover after you've done so? I feel like that's like a pretty dark mindset to get into, right? Or like the
Yeah.
bad.
I mean, well, the good news is, not every session is like dark and solemn
Mm,
and intense, right? Like, I've had a couple sessions where it was like, okay, like we're being more informational this patch, I see. Or we're being like, you're right. I do have to kind of take myself to a darker place because that is just kind of her character. Um, but obviously, there's going to be different levels, right? And as I mentioned earlier, the way I'm able to do it is I take away from my personal experience. And it also helps that I think the writing has been really good for Amphorius. I feel like that helps so much when I'm able to read the script and I'm like, wow, this is a really good line, or this is like a really powerful line. And I do think Castorus has quite a few of those where she says something pretty powerful. But yes, that's kind of how I prepare. I take myself to that time that I was in a really dark place. And I take from that because I think that's what we as actors are supposed to do.
mm,
We're supposed to take away from our real life experience. Like, that's the thing, right? To be an incredible actor, you don't want to run from your emotions. You don't want to avoid them.
yeah.
You want to face them head on and not necessarily conquer them, but get to a place where you can use them and you can manipulate them. And that way you can express yourself through through your art, your craft. And it's very healing. Like, if you can learn to do that and you want to pursue acting, that's going to be so healing for you. And like it was for me, like getting to express that loneliness for Castorus, that was wonderful. Like, I have to admit, that was extremely healing for me.
Mm,
And I needed that. Because I don't really cry very often, even though I have a lot that I could probably cry about.
yeah.
So having that session with Phil, that's my director, that was really nice in a way. Like, it sucked and I was a little bit embarrassed because I was actually crying and sobbing and I was having a hard time recovering, and he was all like, "Hey, listen, like this is great. Like, you being in this place, this is what we need," and blah blah blah. And he's like, "But it's okay if you need like a minute or so." And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And but like again, that's how I prep. I just take from my real life experience and I get myself in there. I just
Yeah.
get it going. Just throw myself into it. I don't run from it. I don't avoid it. I embrace it and I channel it into my craft. So,
That's kind of like by you taking like from personal like experience, that's what like kind of makes the character feel more real, and kind of like why we're able to like react, like why we're able to like relate to the character so well. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. Damn,
yeah,
definitely insane.
absolutely. And it's awesome. It's a wonderful skill. And honestly, it's even good to learn even if you're not an entertainer, because again, you can take this skill and apply it to whatever you want to do. Like mastering your emotions, it's very good. It's very powerful and it will serve you very well in life. But again, don't run from it. Don't avoid it. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be vulnerable. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually, I love that question. That was awesome. Yai, you want to go next? Ready? Yeah.
Yeah, of course. All right. Okay, so the next question is something about gaming. That is, do you have any favorite like character archetype that you like to play in games, like healers, shielders, DPS characters? You did mention you like abundance.
I do like abundance. That's true.
So that's a healer path.
Now do you, so when you say play, you don't mean like voice act. You mean just like I want to play the character like in a game. The
Yeah,
role?
like just
Yeah.
gaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It's funny. I used to be definitely full-blown support, but depending on the game, I also like to tank.
Ooh.
I like to take the hits. That
Okay.
sounds really bad when I
Oh,
put it just
nice.
like that. But anyways, we won't dwell on that. But yes,
Yeah.
I do like to tank as well. So it's like I can
Great.
take it, and that reminds me of that one meme. It's like I can take it. You can't take it. You can't take that. What is that? That's from Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
I think
Is
so,
that?
yeah.
I think it is that where poor Mantis is like, no, he can't take it. Actually, that was really funny.
Awesome.
Oh, someone brought up Marvel Rivals. I played Mantis. I played Luna Snow. I played Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger was my favorite. For tanks though, I was a Magneto main. I loved Magneto. He's my favorite tank. And I also played Penny Porker. I actually might have to play again just for Mother Frost because she's entered the chat and she's got thick thighs and I'm like, "Oh,
Mother Frost.
that's one way to get me back into the game, actually."
Yeah, that's
So,
cool.
someone said Doctor Strange is better. I will fight you. Magneto is the GOAT. No. Magneto is the GOAT.
You've earned the wrath of Melody.
Not
the square up though. Oh no, the fans are like
The fans are fighting back.
Magneto is the favorite.
The fans are fighting back. Oh no.
Good luck with it. I'm defending no one.
Yeah. Damn.
Venom is top tier for many reasons. Like, again, we won't get into that, but we like Venom very much.
Yeah, Venom's cool.
Not for tanking, mind you. But anyways,
Okay.
anywho.
All right. Yeah.
Moving forward.
Speaking of your favorites, out of all of the Castorice jokes and all of the like little plays on her name, what would you say is your favorite one, if you had to pick?
My favorite joke for Castorice and her name?
Yeah, your favorite, like, the way like on her name and stuff. Mm-hmm.
I have really liked, yes, someone wrote casserole. Yes. Shrek ate my onions. What a legendary name. Okay. Yeah, I really like casserole because it's kind of cute and I like food. Like, oh, shocker, I'm a foodie. Yeah. Not Costa rice. What?
Not Costa rice.
Casta fried rice. You know what? Can you please ask me which one I don't like?
Okay, which one's your least favorite? You could say that instead, yeah.
Castrated rice. Castrated rice.
Why?
I hate that one.
It existed.
Oh my goodness.
I passionately dislike that one. I saw it one day in a YouTube comment and I was just shaking my head. Like I was doing the full-blown disappointed auntie head shake. I was like, no. No, sir, no, ma'am, no NB. Bad nickname. Bad name.
That's
Oh
really
my
funny.
goodness.
It doesn't even make sense. That's the
doesn't.
worst part. It doesn't.
How did people get there?
Uh-oh, someone's calling me out. They're like, uh-oh, the Southern is coming out. Yeah, I have it in me.
That's fair.
That name is so awful. I thank you for asking me that. I needed to get that off my chest.
All
I
right.
really needed to get that out of me.
Hopefully the community doesn't now spam it like crazy. Hopefully, surely.
Yeah. I mean, I like to be teased and roasted, so it's actually kind of okay.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'll just have to square up with all of the fans. Like, I'll just have to fight all of them.
This is what happens. Yeah.
Unfortunately, like, well,
You
like,
bring it-
Castorice, I need to borrow your hands real quick.
That's not fair. That's
That's so
cheating.
creative.
I didn't say it was going to
So
be my
creative.
hands. I said it was going to be Cass's hands.
Awesome.
That is creative. So creative.
All right.
Would you like cast or rice? Like,
It's a good one.
this is so silly.
Yeah. You wanna pick the next one?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right. So, one of our members, Nico, asked if you could be any HSR character for a day, who would you be?
Ooh.
Oh, Argenti.
Oh,
You know what's
Argenti.
You know what's
Look.
crazy? Kendall said the same thing. Kendall said
Wait, who said the same thing?
Kendall, Rappa's voice actor said the
Oh,
same
yeah.
thing,
See, Kendall and I need to be friends.
bro.
Kendall gets it. I love, or Sampo.
Okay.
Either or. I'll be either or.
Someone asked if you want to elaborate on that. Why?
Why do I need to elaborate?
You know
What do I need? You don't get
Fair.
it? Look, if you know, you know. How about that?
Okay.
How's that for an elaboration?
There you go. There you go. What do you mean, Joe?
I love
Sampo?
Argent. Look. Sampo is a good egg, okay? He's a good boy. He's just a little chaotic,
You
all
know.
right? And he's a silly little guy.
Yeah.
He's a silly little guy.
When he's not scamming people, of course. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And as I've told to
oh my
my
God! Chad is calling him shampoo.
not shampoo. Well, hey, at least he smells good. Bam.
There it is.
He's got that going for him. He smells like shampoo. But I mean, look, Argenti is beautiful. He is beauty. He is beauty. He is grace. He is so dramatic. I love it. Like,
A little mini follow up to that. Is that also the character that you would want to like voice act if you got the chance to voice act any other character?
you know what? If they did a gender bender of Argenti, absolutely.
Oh, is that his impression?
100%.
There it is.
Yes, I'm the knight of beauty.
Oh my God! I love your voice.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, gender bender
Awesome.
of Argenti. Yeah, give that to me. Gimme.
Damn. Okay. This is a lot of questions. Oh my. Hold on. You wanted to ask another one, Yai? While I find another one. Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, of course. All right.
Argentina.
I'm just laughing at the chat. The chat
I know
is
the
so
chat's really
creative.
funny.
That's hilarious. Oh, okay.
And I
Alright,
also
one of the
I
yeah,
was
go
gonna
ahead.
say, I just wanted to say that I also think Talon, the voice for Argenti, he seems like such a sweet soul. He's so kind, and yeah, that's another reason. Like,
Yeah.
not only is he a great voice actor and he gave a lot of love and life to Argenti, but he seems like such a great person, and like he's very funny. He's got a great sense of humor too. So
Oh, that actually leads into the question I just found. I'm sorry I was about to let you go, but I just found it. The little question of what's your experience meeting other voice actors from HSR?
what is my experience?
Yeah, what's your experience meeting other voice actors from HSR? Like, how do you feel about them? Like how was any favorite moments, stuff like that?
So I have only gotten to really meet them via messages so far, and they have seemed super lovely. Like, I've spoken with Hayden, who is the voice of Treeby, Trian, and Trinan, and Trebios,
Yeah.
and they are so wonderful. They seem like such a lovely human. Let's see. I've spoken with Natalie Van Sistine, the voice of Serval, numerous times. She is wonderful. I actually worked on with her on another big project in the audiobook world before, so we kind of already had like history there. Let's see. I have also spoken with, I'm trying to think. It hasn't been a lot because I'm a little bit of a hermit when it comes to the VO community. I like to I tend to keep to myself a little bit. Not for really any particular reason. I just do.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have not met Molly. I'm sure Molly is wonderful though. Like I've gotten to watch some of Molly's streams and Molly seems really funny. Like Molly seems like quite the character. Uh Camden also like they all seem so lovely. I just haven't really gotten to meet them yet. I have kind of spoken with Bill Butts a little bit, the voice of Albert. He is yeah, he's a treat. Yeah, but I am going to meet them, at least some of them in person when I go to the anniversary panel, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay.
I have not really spoken to Alejandro or Amelie, but again, I've worked with them on projects before. They're kind of big time. Yeah, I'm kind of small fry, so you know,
you're getting there.
It's okay if I don't get there. I like being on this small, wholesome side. It works for me, so I'm okay not being super like popular or whatever. Like I'm okay with this.
That's fair. Yeah, you can go now. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to cut in there.
Oh, that's no problem. All right. So one of the questions that was asked was, is there like any particular like game show, anything that has especially inspiring voice acting or like performances that you really admire?
Okay, say that one more time for me. Again, brain is poo-poo.
Of course. Yeah, of course, no problem. Is there a particular game or show that you think that has, really good voice acting or performances that you really liked?
So growing up, one of my favorite shows ever, like cartoon-wise, was Teen Titans, like the OG Teen Titans. And I really, really liked Tara Strong's performance of Raven because, again, it's such a hard character to play. You're playing a very reserved, arguably almost emotionless character, but still somehow Tara Strong was able to get that emotion in there, the sarcasm, and then when the heavier stuff hit, that. So that show kind of did it for me. I actually, this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but I actually really, really liked the the English dub of Sailor Moon from the 90s.
Okay.
I liked that one a lot. I thought it was a great dub, and I think everyone sounded really different from each other, and I enjoyed that. I love that. I love when everyone has like really interesting voices and they're very different, and I loved that one. I actually really liked, her name is Serena in the dub. But yeah, I like that one. I mean, both were good too, because I believe there were 2 English dubs, and they both were good, in my opinion.
That's fair.
Oh gosh, I feel like there's so many. When it comes to video games, Dragon Age Origins, wow, voiceover was really incredible in that RPG. And that was also like my favorite RPG growing up. Like single player RPG. That's what got me into single player RPGs was Dragon Age Origins. So recommend it if you're really into that type of thing.
That's really sick. Yeah, okay. Do you have anything else you want to say there, or can I ask that question? I'm sorry.
Oh, me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, no, I'm good. I think I finished my thought. Yeah.
Okay. As someone, since you voice Castorice, do you have any like particular thoughts about her kit? I mean, we already heard your thoughts about the global passes, but like anything else about her kit do you particularly like?
I am really excited with the way she works. I think she's kind of unique because we've seen characters who take HP from themselves. So she's interesting because she's taking HP from everybody. Like everyone's getting their HP taken. And I'm like, oh, fun. I'm murdering my whole team. Damn. Wonderful. And I think it's fun. Like I think it's really interesting and it adds another like it's another thing to kind of watch out for as you're playing. Like, to me, I don't know if I feel comfortable doing auto battle with Castorice. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to like watch her because I don't trust auto battle. I don't trust auto battle on the best of days, okay? Because I'll watch it do things and make choices that I'm like, okay, well, that was certainly a choice. That was a decision. Auto battle kind of sucks, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Like, oh my gosh, I love Aglaya. She's one of my favorites, right? Okay, so when I summon her garment maker, I have to use Ting Yun because that's who I have, right?
Yeah.
And girl, when I turn auto battle on, Ting Yun is always over here buffing garment maker, and I'm like, girl, if you don't stop, and she puts and Ting Yun uses her damn alt on the garment maker, and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? And I'm like, come on now. So yeah, I kind of hate auto battle. It's not very reliable. So yes, of course we love the Dwagon. I also refer to it as the Dwagon.
Yeah.
Dwagon go brr, you know. Death beam. I'm like, yes. Go gadget Dwagon. And like, I love the fact that the Dwagon also nukes itself once its HP is gone. I'm like, that's fantastic. Wow, so dramatic. What a send off. It's so hilarious. I think my favorite part about her kit though has to be, you know, when she summons Netherwing, there's like the field of flowers and that beautiful moon in the back. Like it's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. I don't they do that for Acheron too when she gets in her ultimate.
Yeah,
I believe.
She puts them in front of the black hole of Ix. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, yeah, and I love that. I really hope that they do more of that for people's ultimates, just taking them to this whole other realm. I think it's just so sick. Yeah, but like love her kit. Again, I hate the global passive because I know a couple people have asked again, so I'm going to go ahead and let people know I don't like the global passive. The global passive is so unnecessary. It's not needed. I think it's fine for the team itself. Like I think that's okay because lore-wise it makes a lot of sense. But I don't know. It's just so extra and it's unnecessary. I don't care for it.
Yeah.
But I still gotta pull for her. She's my girl. You know, I have to pull for her. So
yeah, that's
and but yeah, I really like her kit. I also think the animations are sick. When I first saw them, I lost it.
So
I lost my
insane.
mind. When I was doing the voiceover for her skills, I was like, oh my god, like these are so good. What the hell? It was such a pleasant surprise. Like
oh wait, you get to see them you get to see the animations like as you're voicing it. I thought it would just be like you voice it and then they like make an animation around the voice.
Oh no. I have to put the voiceover to the animation.
Oh, okay.
So
that's cool.
Yeah. I like for my other favorite super awesome epic moment that made me feel good about her kit was summoning the damn dragon because she has the voice line. It's the embrace new life, Pollux. You know, like she gets really mystical and powerful. And like I noticed people in some comment section were like, oh my god, you went kind of deeper with her on that. And I'm like, yeah, because this is when Cass is like, okay, now I'm combat ready. Like she's multifaceted, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I can't wait for y'all to experience her in combat, and I hope everyone likes her battle lines. I hope, like we took great care because we knew y'all are gonna have to listen to this a lot.
Yeah.
when you battle with her, you're gonna have to hear me a lot. So I'm really hoping that y'all will like it. That I did her justice.
We lasted Robin, we'll last Castorice. Constant Robin singing every time. We'll last Castorice. It'll be fine. But if I follow up to that, if you got to choose, what would you say would like be your favorite like play style for Castorice? Like constantly keeping the dragon, or like it shows up, it's dead now, and it's back to resummoning it. If you had to pick.
All right, ask me one more time.
What would you say? What would you say would be like your favorite style to play Castorice? Would you like the style where you keep the dragon for as long as you can, or the style where the dragon shows up and it's immediately you're killing it instantly?
I want the dragon to stay on the field for as long as possible. I
Oh,
don't want
okay.
the dragon to be immediately go bye-bye. Like, I'm not a necromancer. I'm not over here making these icky, nasty little pets that I go and send off and say, okay, now go explode and die. No, I don't want that. I want my dragon to stay on the field.
There it is.
So,
There it
like,
is.
obviously though the kit would have to be totally changed because we can't have Dwagon just doing death beam over. I mean, we could,
Really
but that'd be
pretty
kind of
cool.
insane. I mean, yeah, but I bless your pools. I bless your pools, my children in the chat. They're asking for blessings.
Nice.
Yes, you have been blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Oh, can you say that in like Castorice's, or is that like too much to ask?
Yeah, let me see if I can actually find the voice because I'm over here in my, regular default
Yeah.
yap voice. All right. I bless all of your pools.
Okay, that's good. See, everyone's
Oh
going
my
insane.
god. Oh my goodness.
It's insane.
Yeah, I'm over. It's hard for me to stop laughing because everyone's so funny. The chat's so funny.
We have a cooldown in chat
Brad is
still
doing
moving at
absolute
lightning speed.
cinema.
My god. Broke the cooldown.
Yeah, we have the slow mode on.
Yeah, and they're still going fast. It's crazy, but yeah. Yeah, you wanna go next? I'll clip it. Don't worry. I'll get the voice lines. Yeah, you wanna go next?
Yeah, of course. All right. Another question. I'm not like. Wait, I forgot if this was already asked, but since it's not checkmarked, I'm just gonna go ahead. If you could voice another character in Honkai Star Rail, which one would it be?
So I kind of dislike this question, and of course, this is no like criticism or shame on the person who asked it. Like, I promise, like, we're totally good. Please don't feel bad. Okay. I just want to reassure you, don't feel bad. But I don't like this question because I genuinely think every single voice actor who has been picked for that character is perfect for that character. And I don't want to imagine myself taking that role, out of respect for them and the amazing job that they did, you know. I would personally, if I were to be asked that question, I would rather, well, if you could voice another character in HSR, like an original character, what would they be like, right?
Yeah.
And that's, I would be more than happy to like kind of give an idea. So,
Yeah.
but
Of course,
you
that's
could do
fair.
that. You could do that. Yeah.
yeah, but again, I really hope whoever asked that, like, I hope you don't feel bad or anything. I promise, you meant absolutely no harm. And it's a great question. It's just a question that I don't want to answer because, again, I think everyone who's been picked for their character has done such a great job. So I just want to respect them, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of like an OG character, I am so ready to play a femme fatale. I am very ready for it. I'm ready to play someone who's absolutely crazy. Someone who's crazy.
Ooh.
That'd be pretty cool.
I would love to play someone who is actually insane and like unapologetically insane. So
I feel like that's kind of like some of the most like every time I've like watched other like voice actor interview, like voice actor podcasts, they kind of talk about how much they love like being able to play the insane character and they could just like actually like let loose all the way instead of like having to,
oh
like, play
yeah.
restraint.
Oh, 100%. Like that, like just going crazy and cackling and just going mad. I mean, it's so nice. It's so liberating. Like finally, I get to lose it because I think everyone can relate to it, even if you're not like an actor. Doesn't that sound nice? Where you're given the go ahead and permission to just lose control. Just go mad. Go crazy. Like I think I think at least most people would be absolutely into that because we are all so used to always having to be in control, right? Like we're always used to having to put a mask on or, trying to be, normal or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, so being told, oh no, for this character, you don't have to do that. You get to be a menace. You get to be evil. You get to be crazy. Go for it. Go ham. It's like, yes! It's like when someone tells me, Melody, this line, you're genuinely angry. Like you are pissed off. Go it. Do it. And like, yes! My time has arrived. I get to be evil and mean and nasty.
Does Castorice have a
Yes.
line like that we could be excited about coming up?
No.
Or spoiler. Aw, no.
Well, I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay, fair. No spoilers, I guess.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fair. The next question would be: we talked about sports anime a lot earlier. I probably should have asked it then, but what sport do you, if Castorice had to play a sport or like could play a sport, what sport do you think like she would be like the most interested in like play?
Ooh, that's a good question. I need to think about that.
Someone said tag. Someone said tag.
Oh, I love the chat.
Soccer.
They have such a good sense of humor. I'm pretty sure she actually would hate tag with her
Yeah.
current situation.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we already know a sport. Arm wrestling.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
That's just as bad as tag.
Listen. Let me think though. Let me answer this for y'all.
Okay.
This is a tricky one. Because again, I just don't really see her being much of an athlete.
I mean,
Like
you could pick a different hobby. You know.
But the specific question was sports, so we got to think about this for a second. We got to think about, you know, I
Someone
feel like
mentioned
football is
dance.
also. Oh yes, ooh, probably ballet.
Ooh.
Maybe ballet.
Badminton would also be cool. I'm more of a badminton guy.
Ice skating, yeah. Like I feel like it would be something elegant, and it would be something that involves dance. So, yeah.
Okay.
Because she's a pretty graceful girly.
Yeah, Cass is a competitive ballroom dancer.
Break dancing. Someone needs to make a gif of that stat, an animation of Castor's break dancing.
There you have it.
That's so
Cass.
funny.
There's your mission. Oh my god.
And you know what? Specifically, you know, what is that movie called? It's an old movie. It's with the cheerleaders and like they're dancing. I'm gonna put that in quotes. Is it Step Up or something? Oh no, it's Bring It On.
Yeah.
Bring It On. What they're doing? What is it called? Cronking? I can't. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. Like I watch those movies now and I'm like, oh my gosh, I used to think this stuff was so good and so cool. Yeah, pretty much. Castor's armed and dangerous. Oh, is she Bucky? Castor's is Bucky?
Oh no.
Oh no. Wait, what? How did we make that connection?
Bucky's terrifying. What do you mean? Oh.
Although I do like Bucky's again. It's what I say when I'm gambling. Again.
Oh no. Spend all of the money on HSR. Yeah. They gave you the paycheck so
It's
you
all
could
or
spend
nothing.
it. It's meant to be spent anyway.
Yeah, it'll come back. I'm a
yeah.
terrible influence, by the way. Never tell me, okay, Mel, hey, you need to stop me from spending. And then you're like, oh, I really want this thing. Buy it. Get it. Money will come back.
Yeah.
Like I was doing that. I was doing that to poor Joshua, the voice of Finan. We've also spoken a little bit in DMs.
Nice.
Finan was Joshua was trying to get mighty, and I kept writing in chat again. Just one more time. Just pull one more time. One more time. Just one more. Like I'm a terrible influence. I'm just gonna push you to keep spending your money.
Damn.
So, like, yeah, money will come back.
Money's made up anyway. Who cares? It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You care to go next?
All right. Okay. So, one of the questions is actually, this is my question. That is, if you followed a path in HSR, which path would you be in?
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
If you
It
Okay.
pick
doesn't have to be
remembrance,
lore related per se.
yeah,
It could be like, just for gameplay purposes, not
yeah.
necessarily lore related.
If you pick
Yeah, because
remembrance, you can pick your own memo spray, and you have to tell us about it.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
ooh. Well, now that you've said all that. Yeah. Remembrance is cool. I really do like to summon things in games. I love summoners.
Ooh.
Destruction is also good though, because like I just want to destroy. Like I like the idea of just destroying everything
Damn.
with my awesome power. But but let's pick remembrance so I can pick my pet.
Aw.
I would want to utilize I think I know what I want. I want like a really pretty astrological, cosmic-y, celestial deer.
Like the
Actually,
Everglades.
chimera.
Ooh.
I kind of want like a chimera. Like I
Oh,
kind of
okay.
want a chimera. Like something that's like a mixture of different animals
Ooh.
and like it's all celestial and star-like and like so I don't know if anyone's played Dragon's Dogma, but
I've seen it.
not two, the first one. They have the
Okay.
chimera. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, I fell in love with that creature. I mean, it was trying to eat me and kill me.
Yeah.
So that part was not great. However, I loved that design. I don't know if anyone has the time, but if someone can share the picture
I just
of the
pulled it up.
chimera in the chat so people can see like what I'm talking about, that would be my memo sprite. I would take that chimera because it's just so
There you go.
it's so sick. Like, I mean, the snake,
The
the
small.
lion, the goat. Like the goat casts magic. The snake is like extremely fast and whip-like, and the lion is just mighty and mighty. Get it? Okay, sorry.
There.
And
There's a better picture of it. There it is.
yeah. Like, look at her. Look how majestic she is.
Copyright
So
infringement incoming. Oh no. Don't report me, chat. Don't report me.
yeah. So I'm in love with that creature. I don't know what it is, but I love that. No, not okay. The cute chimeras are like listen. I would have two forms. We would have the cute little baby chimera form that we see in game, and then when it's time to actually get mean and nasty, it's gonna turn into that.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, cool.
Found a baby version of the chimera.
oh, see how cute! Look at him.
Yeah, but then when he's older, he's scary. It's
Yeah,
terrifying.
exactly. Yes, we love it. I love it.
That's fair.
That or it's gonna be a bird, like
Bird.
a wonderful, majestic bird,
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
big bird.
I think
Like,
chimera
you know.
would fit you better.
Oh yeah. I'm all of those things. I'm a lion, I'm a snake, and I'm a goat.
Damn.
I'm the goat. No.
Truly the goat. Yeah, no, that's true.
The goat.
True.
No, you are. That's
Yeah.
real.
No
You're the
I'm
take
just
greatest of all
kidding. I'm
time.
kidding.
Nope, no takebacks. It's real. It's real.
No take backsies.
Yep. Yai. Oh, wait, was that Yai that picked? Oh, that was Yai that picked it. I'm sorry. Um, who's your favorite artist? Like music or like television wise or
Ooh.
like animated wise?
When you say artist, you mean just like music?
Yeah.
This is a great question because I have so many. But I'm gonna try and not go over all of them. I love Florence and the Machine. That's one of my favorites. I also really like Bjork. Bjork is very avant-garde for music. I love Carolee. Carolee is kind of in that same ballpark as Bjork, but a lot of her newer stuff is more on the electronic dance side. And let's see. I also like a lot of electro swing. I don't know what it is, but I love electro swing, specifically swing rowers. They're really good. I also like Janelle Monáe. I think Janelle Monáe is fantabulous. I really like a lot of different artists of different genres. So there's that.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Paramore's a good brand. Like, I also like Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, I like some classic rock bands too. Heart. I don't know. There's gonna probably be a lot of young people in chat, but there's also Heart.
Crimson for real.
Yes, AC/DC, they're classic. Arctic Monkeys are great.
To me,
Oh,
this all
man.
sounds like JoJo stand names. I don't know any of these.
Listen, that's part of the reason, my friend, I have fallen in love with JoJo. Like, I just started watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with my friend, and I crack up at all of these references to these classic rock bands. It cracks, like Speedwagon. I was like, Speedwagon. That one got me. That one got me so good. And he's so funny. My favorite part about Speedwagon is how he explains every situation. Like, that's literally his whole shtick, is just to explain everything that I'm watching happening. It's so funny. Oh, man.
That's
But, like,
awesome.
yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is really funny. And the names are really getting me. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna pack over to Yai. Ooh.
All right. Okay. From animated media, who's a character that inspires you a lot?
Oh. Oh, wow. That's another great question. Wow, these are great questions, everyone. Like, you're making me think.
It's
Let me
all right.
think.
Take your time.
So we're going back to Sailor Moon. We're going back to Sailor Moon because Sailor Jupiter was my favorite, by the way. I loved Sailor Jupiter growing up. And I loved the fact that she was really tough, but she still was feminine and desired to be feminine and treated as such. And I was like, yes, like, why can't we have both?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sugar Rune, the main character in Sugar Rune is fantastic. That's kind of like a show that's more catered towards like little, like younger girls. But I love the main character in Sugar Rune because she's so like tough. She is so unapologetically tough and loud. And it just like, that does it for me. I love those types of characters who are so unapologetically themselves. Let's see. Now, in terms of like who inspires me, oh man. uh
Oh.
this is gonna be funny. Revy from Black Widow.
What?
She's an absolute demon.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I love Revy. She's a menace. She's fantastic. The chat's gonna lose it. Chat's gonna be like,
Yeah.
what?
Damn it, dude. It's crazy.
It's like she is the ultimate girl boss.
Sense. Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like, yeah, thank you. I love her. She's great. But seriously, there's a lot of amazing female characters in shows. Like Ghost in the Shell, Major. Like, come on. Icon. Absolute icon. Amazing. Sailor Moon, pretty much any of those female characters. Any of them. Just pick your favorite. They're all fantastic. They're all great. There's a lot of good ones. Maybe that's because of the shows I specifically like to watch, but I need to watch some more recent anime as well because I've been really behind. So,
Damn.
Carmilla's pretty great too. I love me some Carmilla from Castlevania. If you know, you know.
Of course. Oh, sorry. The next thing, a follow up to the previous question. Someone said, okay, now we know your favorite musical artist. Do you have any like artists like drawing wise that you would say you love?
There is this artist named Yume.
Mm.
I'm gonna write it down. I have loved their art for a very long time. It's very beautiful. It's very mystical and just really great art. You will not be disappointed seeing their art. That's one of my favorite artists. So
Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, nice. Um, hold on. Yeah, you could go next. Yeah, I was trying to find one of the cool Castor's artworks that I like a lot on Twitter. Hold on.
there's so many good
Oh, all
ones.
right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, the Castor's artists are really talented. Oh my goodness.
yeah, it's mind blowing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is incredible. Like I'm always retweeting it. Like I retweet it all the time because I just love it so much. I love the
yeah.
Castor's art. I can't
Here's
get enough of it.
I found it. I'm gonna put it in chat. This is the one. I love this one so much. It's awesome.
Oh, yes, from Ying. Oh, yes. They are also such a wonderful soul. Like they stop by in my streams sometime and I love their art for Cass. They always make Cass look so cute and silly.
Awesome. Um,
Wait, I have a favorite from them too. Hold on, I wonder if I can find it. Uh it's the one where she kind of gets squished.
wait, what? I haven't
Hold
seen
on,
all
let
of
me
them.
Oh, let me see if I can find it. It's so cute because she looks like a bug, and it's so adorable. I wonder if I
Yeah.
can find it.
I'm
Oh God.
My personal favorite one is the one where she's hugging Blade, where it's kind of like finally there's a person that she can actually hug and like actually he'll never die from it. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Finally get
I mean,
connection.
Mighty too.
Yeah,
I would
Mighty too.
say.
Yeah. Like the cross between the two completely different worlds that would never meet each other, which would be the Stellar Hunters and the Chrysosairs. Surely, right? Surely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, surely.
Surely.
No spoilers. uh,
Like, and there's this one. Like, this one's really cute. I wonder if I can share it. Hold on. Oh.
You should be able to. If you can't, you can send it to me
Would a
and I
link
can
be
post it.
okay?
Yeah, you can send the link. Yeah, send the link, and yeah, let me copy that. Let me post the
Yeah,
picture.
like that one's really cute because she's with Pollux and she calls him
I've never
Polly,
seen
which
this one. Oh my god, adorable. Oh
it's
my
so
god,
Oh my god.
cute.
Oh my goodness.
it's adorable.
Yeah, like I love their art. Like I want to find the one where Cass gets squished because it's really cute.
Dang.
Let me find it. Like, but it's a good squish. Oh, there it is. I
Oh,
found it.
oh.
I found it. Don't worry. I found it, y'all.
All
Here,
right.
I'm gonna post the link again for in case anyone wants
Yeah.
to follow them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's the link for that one. I love this one. It's so funny. It's so cute.
There it is. Look at it. It's so big.
I love it so much. Squish.
Oh my god. So adorable.
It's awesome. Uh oh, there's another squished one that Katrina just sent me. Hold on. There's this one as well.
Yep, squish. Well, that one looks like she's kind of getting strangled a little bit.
Angry.
Oh man, I can just the noise that's coming out of her. That.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. All right. Honestly, that's like I think the vast majority of the questions. I think like we could just open it up to chat now. If anyone has any like last minute questions they want to ask, like, you could put it in event stage. We'll try to bring it up. Anyone wants to do that? I
Yeah,
don't know.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good. Oh, sorry. I mean, I thought I was being asked. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
no,
I thought I was. I'm
I'm
sorry. I don't.
I'm asking chat
No,
if
no,
you
it's
have any more questions you want to put in. Please put it in here. Can you tell us more about your singer background, like when you started and stuff like that? There it is.
Oh, when I started singing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yes, I started singing when I was just a wee lass, when I was a little baby. And I was the type who would get on stage with my parents while they were doing a gig, and I would just sing my little heart out. And I've just been doing it since. I've been doing it longer than voiceover. So
Oh, damn. Okay. There's another one. If Cass was put into the modern day, what would you say? What job would you say that she would get? What a job? Yeah. Did you
that's a
hear
good
something?
question.
Okay.
I was thinking. That's why I was like, oh, that's a great question. I feel like she would not executioner, please.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Dad.
Oh no.
No.
That's for
I
trauma.
think
Oh God.
I think she'd be like a gardener. I think she'd be like a gardener. If she didn't have to deal with her hand, her curse.
Yeah.
She'd either if she didn't have to deal with that, probably a gardener. She'd probably work with plants or animals. Because she again loves animals and plants. Or
Oh.
or
Or.
if she does have her hands, she would probably, be someone who would listen to you and talk to you. So a therapist, probably something like that.
Mm,
Because I can tell she's a good listener. She's a
yeah.
good listener. So,
Yeah. That's fair.
and she's also existed for like 1,000 years. So she might have some life advice for you.
Probably. Yeah. The most experienced parent ever. But oh, there's one I forgot. I saw in chat and I forgot to bring it in. Do you have any pets?
Oh yes, I do. I have a Ollie bear. We call him Ollie bear. He is a Great Pyrenees and poodle mix. He's my big white fluffy boy. He's so goofy.
Oh.
And then I have my Layla dog. She is a German Shepherd mix. We think it's Labrador, but we don't know for sure. She's a little smaller than him. They're both on the bigger side, but they're my babies. They're my
Mm-hmm.
babies. I love them.
Um. Another question is: out of all the places we visited so far in the story, where do you think Castor's would want to go if she ever got outside of Amphorius?
I I genuinely think she would like to visit the uh the Lafu area. I think she
Hmm.
would like to go visit that area. I mean, I like that area a lot.
Mm,
So, I mean, I don't know. Like I just think that would be nice because it's very open. There's a lot of air. It's a nice balance between city and nature. And I just like it there. I think Penacony is definitely a possibility, but I also can see Penacony being very overwhelming for her, like very
yeah.
overstimulating. That's the only reason
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying Penacony. Like, sure, she would be happy to go experience it, but she would get overstimulated like immediately.
Yeah. It seems like way too like popular, especially like if she
It's
still
a
has her
lot.
curse. There's like a very like high chance like someone like bump into her in like a crowd or something. That'd be like traumatic experience. I don't know if she would want to go there.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Like chat's making a really good point that she would actually be able to hug people in Penacony
Oh,
because we're in. It's a dream. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah.
So that's a great point. I'm just thinking from a social perspective, she would be very overwhelmed
mm,
initially. Like that's a lot of lights, a lot of people, a lot of loud noises. The objects are moving around too. Like like when I got there, I was like, "Oh wow, this is really cool," but I'm overstimulated. So,
be really big like culture shock for her. Yeah.
but I genuinely think she'd like everywhere. She'd like to go. She just wants to probably to go experience other places, right? So,
I just saw a silly one. Since you've adopted all of us in Castorice mains, are we your ricelings?
that's so cute. Yes, y'all can be my ricelings.
That'd be great. Nice. Um,
I mean, I like to call people dumpling as like a pet name, so hearing like a little riceling is kind of cute.
yeah, that is. What else would people want to? Would you
Chad is
want to
going
make
crazy over the
Castorice?
Riceling term.
Yeah. Oh, how was it
Okay.
when you were chosen to be cast as a voice actor?
It was shocking. I was like, oh, because I'm competing with all sorts of other amazing talent, and by the many, by the way. It's a very oversaturated industry, so it's very competitive. So I was pretty shocked. And at first I was like, oh, this is like a cute little NPC role. All right, cool. I'm into it. I'm excited to see where this goes. And then they booked me for like 4 sessions right out the gate.
Yeah.
And they're 4-hour sessions. And I'm like, oh, wow, this NPC sure has a lot of lines.
Yeah.
That was my brain, like my thought process. Like, dang, we must be kind of important to the story. And then they were kind of like this is a little bit bigger than you think, by the way. Like, this is a main character. And I was like, oh,
That's crazy.
like I thought it was hilarious. I was like, well, this is awkward because I came into this thinking, oh, I got an NPC role.
It's funny.
And then my friends are like, Mel, you're like actually blessed because this is the anniversary baby. Like, this is the anniversary character. And I was like, oh.
Little did you
So that
know.
cracked me. So that cracked me up. I was like, oh, so she's like actually a big deal. Okay.